I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh! Holy moly! That was turned into a human experiment prison. Big yikes. Gamers, hello. It's the Game Faerie, and I am back with some more Doki Literature Club. Woo, woo. Welcome to the Game Faerie Podcast, where I do audio-focused gaming. Now, on the last episode of this gym here, we had an explosive fight between Natsuki and Yuri, which left Yuri in fetal position and Natsuki in tears running out. After the fight, Yuri was speaking and we got transported back to the poem screen. So let's go ahead and choose some words that Link would pick and carry on like nothing happened, I guess. Say Ori. Word number 1 is music, anime, adventure, headphones, clumsy, misfortune, email, judgment, warm, alone, peaceful, fantasy, question, comfort, dream, anxiety, heartbeat, daydream, lazy, and word 20 out of 20 will be chocolate. Why am I low-key waiting for a jump scare? Oh, and it appears there is no jump scare, but we are back in the classroom. Another day passes, and it's time for the club to meet already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Link, Yuri says, a soft smile. Ah, hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri says, her hand to her chest. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at her desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, Yuri says in front of the open closet. We see Natsuki's manga in the back room, stacked on shelves. I really need to apologize. Yuri looks away. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. She closes her eyes. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you, and Yuri's eyes are locked onto Link. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person.
What?
And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Which this is very bold of Link to say about a stranger, but okay, buddy. Link, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club.
Aww.
Everything is a little bit brighter with you around. And, sorry, what am I saying right now? Yuri plays with her hair and looks to the side. Hey, have you guys seen Monica? Natsuki pops up. Hey, Natsuki. Yuri's frightened. No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man!
Natsuki crosses her arms.
Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either?
Yuri is silent. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit.
Yuri perks up.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And Yuri's eyes are closed as she focuses in on her words. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, her eyes pop open.
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing.
The words bold and black.
I don't even remember anything bad happening.
Both girls glancing at Link.
You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
And so I'm guessing yesterday was completely erased? Was that what the glitch that happened was? I don't know why Yuri would remember but not Natsuki. Yuri's silent, her mouth crumpled. But...
I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
No, not at all. I don't hate you. Yuri's sweating.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
A giant grin. Yuri's silent, confused. Natsuki turns to me.
You're still on trial, though.
She teases Link. Hey! Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. And Monica slides in next to Yuri, an apologetic expression. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not!
Natsuki embarrassed that little pointed tooth hanging from her mouth.
What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. She looks to the side. Piano? Yuri wonders. I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me any more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Link. All three girls staring at Link. And the other two girls are gone, and we focus in on Monica as she leans. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks, Monica closing her eyes as she smiles. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
And we see Yuri pop up, looking nervous. Hi, Yuri. Link. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yuri waiting nervously.
I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday,
She's fine.
Yuri interrupts angrily.
She's reading over there. See? Don't think about her so much. The font bold and black. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there, Yuri says firmly. Wait a second. OMG, the screen went black for a moment, but now we are away from the closet area and into the middle of the classroom.
What's the story about anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
That's quite the pick for Link, Yuri. Was that the lens of truth? Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. Big yikes. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. Yuri. What? But anyway, I'm really into it. Yuri looking away, her fist covering her heart. The book! She looks into Link's eyes, unable to contain her nervous tendencies. Not the thing about the limbs.
That's kind of dark, isn't it?
Link thinks to himself.
Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Link? Her hands behind her back.
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. her fingers once again in her hair.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. And Yuri was looking away, but now she's peeking at Link through the corners of her eyes. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body. What? Yuri started speaking about her body, but the game cut it off. What did she say? Oh, and that line is lost. It's not logged in the history. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
Ah, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh! Holy moly!
And for just a moment, Yuri's eyes were blood red, her hair black. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Yuri's silent. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Ah! Yeah. Yuri's face subtly reddens.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Oh, all right.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just bathing. What? Another skipped line. Let me try to go back to the history. I was just, and the game cuts it off. I'm gonna try to push through. Hold on, gamers. I'm gonna try to push through. Yuri. Okay, I could have sworn, before I continue on, I could have sworn it said I was just bathing in the something. About eating something. I'm going to look at the recording and I'm going to put it in the YouTube video what she said because we're going to do a freeze frame on it. Sorry, Yuri. We got you, girl. Caught in 4K.
For the audio listeners, the first message says, "My whole body gets incredibly..." The second message says, "I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. Eat.
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry.
I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
Ah, I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger,
And we see the side profile of Yuri's shy face, her purple bangs softly over her purple eyes, the subtle red to her cheeks.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
To turn the page, Yuri peers over at Link. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? And we see a slight curve of a smile on Yuri's face. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page feels almost like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Yuri's eyes wide, her mouth hung open.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Her eyes shoot over to Link. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Yuri's expression softens. Something else?
Never mind. And widens once more. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling all right? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. Her expression wide again. I just need some water.
All right, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about?
Link? We see Monica. A worried expression? Did something happen just now?
I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Ahaha, don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
All right, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Monica went from a teasing lean to upright with one hand on her hip.
Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd just get started without her.
Ooh.
Isn't she the vice president? Girl, I don't know about this one. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
That mental note is not going to keep, Link. You better dog ear that thing. And it looks like we are back to music, which means safety. Whew, we made it through. And gamers, I think this is a good stopping point for this episode. On the next one, we will review the poems of Natsuki, Monika, and Yuri, and Sayori. And hopefully nothing bad happens. Ding! I really hope that you gamers are enjoying this series. I know it's been so long. I think I started this in late October maybe, and it's already March. So I am hopefully going to wrap this up in maybe 2 more episodes or so. But I thank everyone that's been following along, and I hope y'all keep along for the ride until the end. Definitely leave a like on this video if you are enjoying this series, and follow or subscribe for the future episodes. Also, if you are on Spotify, make sure to rate the podcast 5 stars. And as always, I hope you gamers are having a good day, a good night, a good time, and I will be talking to y'all real soon with some more content. Goodbye, gamers. I'll see ya.